Hello, sunshine. It is a wonderful Thursday afternoon here, although to the time difference it's still like 11:30 your time. Although by the time you watch this it'll be later, so still probably hello on this Thursday afternoon. First, before I start talking about the writing thing, as you can see in my title, I wanted to say that I absolutely loved the special guest stars of your last video. And as a result of said guest stars, also have a guest star myself. Please welcome.
Hello.
So this is the part you might want to get the kids for.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna just pause until you get the kids. So now you got the kids. So, okay. Hi guys.
Hi.
Oh, there's your hand. Here, we'll share a little. Nope, oh, there you go. We'll share a little bit more. Hi. We miss you guys.
I miss you a lot, and I know I'm your favorite, so it's okay.
Well, they didn't say it, so.
Well, they didn't have to because I'm the favorite.
Well, we'll never know. So, I guess we'll just leave it at we're both equally favorites.
Fine.
Yes. But we miss you guys. Hopefully, we'll be able to see you sometime in the next few months, and we'll hang out and stuff. It'll be fun. All right, bye. I miss you guys. Say hi anytime you want. All right, you can pause now. Oh, they gone. Now let's talk about grown-up stuff, like writing stuff. Anyway, speaking of your kids, this is a good segue into one of the first things about writing stuff I wanted to talk to you about. So I just read this book by J.A. Conrath, which is a synonym for, not synonym, but a pen name for Jack Kilborn. Anyway, this book I read, it was pretty cool. But I was looking at his website and it was interesting. He has another pen name named Joe Kimball, and in 2011 he's coming out with 2 science fiction books called Timecaster and Timecaster Supersymmetry. The story kind of sounds a little bit like Minority Report, but the whole reason I'm mentioning this is the main character of this story is Talon Avalon, A-V-A-L-O-N. And I thought, whoa, that's awesome. Maybe I'll check it out just for that reason, and if it is good, I'll suggest it to you so you can read it and be like, that's kind of cool. It's kind of like my kids are there. So that's fun. All right, number 2 about writing. So I've decided to kind of take away or step back from trying to write books because I've had a really hard time like actually sitting down and focusing on writing a big book because it's a really big, daunting task, you know, as I'm sure you know as well. So what I decided to do was start focusing on writing short stories instead. Because one, that's a really easy way to not easy, but it's a easier way to get published. Because there's lots of there's lots of like magazines or e-zines and stuff that either, you know, they'll, you know, do it for free just so you can get credit, or they'll give you like $5-10, or they pay you a few cents a word. Actually, a lot of authors that I like have, before they got like books published, they started by publishing things in magazines and stuff like that. And so, and you know, the nice thing is it makes you an official published author if you get that stuff in there. And it's a good way to kind of start honing your story crafting skills. So, I don't know why, but horror's on my mind. So I decided to try to work on like a horror anthology. And I found a website that has a bunch of places for me to submit them after I get them kind of cleaned up and edited and stuff. That guy that I was just talking about, he has like on his website, if you go to, okay, www.jackonwrath.com. I'll just put the thing here and in the thing. Anyway, if you go to his website, there's this place where he has like his blog of like tips on how to, you know, to help people to write, and he put it all together in this PDF format. It's like over 1,000 pages. And I was flipping through it, and it's actually he says some things really, really simply and really easily, and kind of funny too. And it was like it kind of made sense in some of the things that you know, about writing. And one of the things he suggested was when you write something, you leave it alone for as long as you can, like a week, a month, or if you can wait a year, you wait a year, and then you go back and start editing it because you distance yourself. So I'm doing that right now with my short stories. I wrote them. I'm not going to read them again for another week or so. You know, but he's right, because I've been re-looking at Three Kingdoms. And, you know, before I was like, I don't know what to cut. And now I'm just like, kit this, switch this, cut this, flip this around. So it really does help. So that's what I'm working on right now. I wrote one called Two Bullets. It's a zombie story. I wrote one called The Devil Lives Here, which is a short film that I want to do, but I wrote a short story of it first, which is like a haunted house one. I'm working on one like a mystery with horror elements, which a lot of the websites were looking for, about this detective who's looking for a killer who basically has human stuffed animals. Like, he skins people alive and stuffs them. So that's pretty gross. I have a vampire story called Hurricane Party, in which apparently in coastal places, when hurricanes come, my cat made a noise. When hurricanes come, people that don't leave usually get together in a house and throw like a 5-day party, because you can't leave, and so you bring lots of food and emergency supplies and a whole lot of alcohol. So I'm gonna have a story of probably like a college dorm where like a lot of people have left, but the few people that have remained are gonna have a hurricane party, and lo and behold, vampires come. So it's like dangerous to leave, it's dangerous inside, it's kind of that thing. So that's that one. I'm still trying to think of like a good werewolf story. You know, maybe another vampire story, kind of stuff like that. I want, you know, a few. I have like 3 zombie ideas. I love zombies, but I'm trying to think of kind of some other ones. So werewolf one. I want to think of something there. So that's what I'm working on now, and something to think about. You know, if you want to get into writing and it's way too daunting to do a whole thing, you know, think about short stories. Anywhere from 2,000 to 8,500 words. Sorry, 2,000 to 8,500 words is a lot of what these websites and stuff were looking for. So that's what I'm keeping my goal at. Both of them are about 6,000 words so far, and I finished them in a day each. So I mean, that was a long, you know, many hours. But I mean, if you wanted to try something like short stories, you could probably write one in like a week. You know, just do like an hour a day or something like that, or every other day. So something you should try, you know, thinking about doing to help you get back into writing and not feel so daunting of a task as like writing a whole book. Okay, number 3 about writing. The whole UNC going out into a hotel and playing games for the whole weekend really got me thinking of something I'd like to talk about possibly doing. Here's what I'm thinking. We pick a time, a weekend. I fly out to Vegas. We go to State Line because they have a really awesome spa that's like $10, and you can sit in the hot tubs and steam room and stuff like that. So we sit in the hot tubs and we hang out and we chit chat and stuff. And then the whole weekend we stay in the hotel room, and we either start plotting and planning a story, or we do it here. You know, we figure out a story together, and we spend a weekend writing or a weekend planning, like we used to do for Three Kingdoms before. We spend a whole weekend, we map everything out, and then we go our separate ways. And I do most of the writing because you don't have that much time, but you're a much better editor than I am. So I do most of the writing, send it over to you, you edit it, you rewrite things, you fix things around. Or if there's like 2 characters, we tell them from different points of view, and we write a chapter, you write a chapter, something like that. And we make it like a yearly thing, where every year at this certain time we come together and we either, you know, work on the next book, or work on, you know, having an editing weekend or something like that. So what do you think about that? That's all I got from here. This is a full video, but I actually had stuff I was excited to talk about, which is awesome. So hope everything's going good. Tell the wife I said hello. Myra said hi to the kids. I'll see you on Monday.